Good morning, students. This one is my first lecture after summer vacation, and I hope you all spent your summer vacation happily and merrily. This one is my first lecture. I start where I stopped. Mm, so I taught you all three chapters from the Flamingo. This one is the chapter number 4. The title of this chapter, the Rat Trap. Written by this one is the written by Selma Lagerlof. This one is the introduction of author Selma Lagerlöf. She was a Swedish author or writer, and she was awarded Nobel Prize in Literature. She was the first lady in who was awarded Nobel Prize in Literature 1909. In this story, what is the theme of this story? When we read this story, we find there are two themes. You can decenter whenever you decenter anything, you can find many themes, but here I only describe there are two themes of this story. First one pessimistic point and second one materialistic point. In this story, we find Selma Lagerlof describes about the pessimistic and materialistic point of view. Present time, the whole words are very materialistic, and when they are going to find such type of materials, but when they don't find, they becomes pessimistic. Optimistic and pessimistic, I think you understand. Optimistic, the person who hopes of anything good in future, and pessimistic, one person he does not think about any futurity. Mane every time there is negativity in his mind. Then this story, this one is the introduction of the author. She was Swedish, and she was the first lady who was awarded in literature in 1909. I told you all already about this. So in this way, after this theme, what is the summary of this story? The summary of the Before the summary of this story, I want to tell you how many characters in this story. There are four characters in this story. First one, the peddler. He Peddler is one. I mean, peddler is the protagonist of this story, and after then Idla will mention. And third one, Iron Master, and fourth one, the Crofter. They are major characters of this story. In this story, we find there is a person who is very pessimistic. It means he does not hope any type of hope for his life, and he is jobless. Whenever you find anyone who is very pessimistic person, it always found that he is haunted by depression. He is living his life under depression. Such type of persons present time you can find in the society. First of all, the peddler person means hawker means who sells anything, wandering in states and in villages. Such type of person known as peddler or hawker. So he is a peddler and hawker. He is a very pessimistic person. So he is jobless, workless, you can say familyless, homeless. He is less of everything. He has nothing, and he wanders here and there. But you know, whether you are optimistic and pessimistic, if you want to live your life, you have to do something. So here, when he has no job, so he starts to make a rat trap, you can say a net for rat. When we make anything by using that thing, if we catch rat, this one is the known as the rat trap. So he starts making rat trap, and when he starts making rat traps, he while he makes any rat trap, he uses all those materials which are known as the useless in the society. So he picks up such type of materials from the useless from the garbages and such type of places. And in this way he makes, and he compares the trap he compares the rat trap with the society, and he says that the in the society are the material all the materials are like a bat, bat means chara. As you know, when you, in the old time, I mean, if you go back 50 or 30 years back, you will find that in the old time people, when they when they wanted to catch rat, they used rat traps, and in rat traps they put a piece of bread, and when rat came to when rat came to eat that bread, automatically the door of the rat trap is closed. In this way, easily way, rat is caught by that rat trap. So such type of thing he makes, and the peddler compares the rat traps with the material of the society of the world, and he says that all the materials of the world, suppose that all the luxuries things are like bats, are like bats of rat trap. And to find such type of bats, when people come to find such type of bats, they are entrapped in this society, in this world, uh, to find such type of useless thing. According to a peddler, he accepts that all this thing nothing for him, but he lives one. You can see here, you can say that he is also a philosopher, so he says such type of statements. This one is a great misfortune for him. Even then, he is a great philosopher. And after then, in this story we finds starting time starting time he lives his life like this way. And wandering and wandering, one day he reaches the cottage, and in that cottage there is a there is a crofter means a person who is living in that cottage. And when he knocks at the door of the cottage, an old person comes out from the door, and when a peddler tells him about his problem. Then it is evening time, so crofter gives him shelter, and he gives him order to come in the cottage. In this way he spends one day night time, where you can say, in this way peddler spends his time with the crofter, and crofter is a very generous person. He tells him about his everything, and he tells him that he has such type of money, and this one is his property. And in this way, he whatever crofter had, he provides him for it. And crofter also gives him gives him place to rest. And in this way, this one is the early morning time, and both wake up, and crofter is going to his work. And when crofter is about to go, crofter asks him, do you want to go? He also says yes, he wants to go. But crofter, at the night time, crofter tells him that he has such type of money, and he puts his money in a pouch of in a bag. And he puts that bag on the nail nail means page means killer. He puts his money in this bag that is hanging on this nail over the wall. And in this way he shows he shows him, he shows him everything, no? And after crafter shows him about his everything what he has in the cottage. And when the early morning both when the early morning both go to their work. After going half path, peddler returns peddler comes back to the cottage, and he steals the money. He breaks the pane money glosses glass of window. He breaks the pane of the window, and he stick yeah he puts his hand inside the window, through the window, and he steals the money. He steals the bag of money, and taking the bag of money, he again wander and wander here and there, wandering and wandering. At the evening time, he reaches again at the furnace, yeah, you can say at the company, at the mill, and there he finds that the pig iron is melting. There is find that pig iron is melted, is being melted. So this was the December night, and it is very cold night. So he thinks that he needs warm, he needs heatness. So he goes to the furnaces, you can say bhatti. He goes to the furnaces, and he stays there for few minutes, there for few hours. And this was the midnight time, when the iron master, you can say the company master, comes there. And when he sees him, company master does not understand, company master misunderstand, company master misunderstands who is he. And he asks him, yeah, he calls him as he comrade means sathi. When he says to him that you are his comrade, you are his comrade. But during that time, peddler does not understand. So when iron master again and again persists him, requests him, please come to his house, please come to his house, but he is not ready to go to his house. And in this way, the last time, when peddler is unhappy, when peddler is, you can say, defeated by his disagreement, so he returns to his house, and going there, he tells his daughter Idla, that about all these things. And then Idla again comes to the company, and he requests peddler, you can say, he requests that person, please come with her, come with her to her house. In this way, Idla has a great compassion to that person. She is a very compassionate, she is very generous, she is very, you can say, she is very generous, a kind hearted girl. So in which way she requests him, he is ready to go to her house with her. And in this way, he comes to her house. And this one is the night time. So when the early morning, everyone wakes up, Idla says to him, go to bathroom and take a bath, and use these all cloths. In this way, when he takes bath, peddler takes bath, his appearance has come. When after shaving, after taking baths, his original appearance has come. In this way, Idla's father understands that he misunderstands taking him. He does not recognize. He did not recognize him at the right way in the company. So he says that you are a cheater. You are a cheater. You are a dishonest person. I order you as soon as possible leave my house. Who says to whom? Here, Iron Master says to Rattrap, you can say peddler, as soon as possible please leave my house, otherwise I will call police, and you will go to jail, and you will have to go to jail. In this way, he is very nervous. He is very nervous, and he requests, please don't do anything, I will leave your house. This one is not my mistake, but it is your mistake. I requested again and again, but you did not listen my words. And at your daughter, you can say, at your daughter's request, he is ready to come here. In this way, and during that time, daughter has come there, and she requests her father, okay father, this one is the December time, and in December, all the Christians celebrate one holy festival, that is the Christmas tree, yeah, Christmas day, and so she requests her father, in her family there is no one, you and I. So she requests her, please let him stay here. After Christmas, he will go away from here. He will. When he will go away from here, so she requests her father, please let him live here only for to celebrate this festival, and after he will go. In this way, peddler stays there and he celebrates the first time and celebrates the festivals. And during that time, the next morning, father and daughter both go to the church, and there in at the church they know, she knew about the such work. Anyone has stolen, any strange person has stolen a crafter. So when she knows about this information, she is very confused, she is very troubled that one stranger is also staying in her house. What he will do, he don't know. So she does not know. So she returns from there very fast, and when she comes to the house, she asks the servants, he stays inside the room or he has gone. Servant says to him that he has gone, and he has also given a letter, a rat trap, you can say a letter in the form of rat trap to you. And in the letter, rat trap writes for her that it is you who changes her thought, who changes her opinion, who changes her attitude towards the world. Pessimistic, you can say pessimistic attitude towards the world. Now he's totally changed. Now he totally changed, na? And in this way, what he stole from that crafter, he provides you, yeah, he gives you. Please, I request you to send this money to that crafter. In this way, here we find many the hृदय परिवर्तन, you can say heart changing incidents in this story. When starting time, a person who was a, you can say, vagabond type person, who was a thief type person, he is also changed by the good behavior by the young generous woman, no? In this way, we find this one is the story, and this one is the summary of this story. After this, I will provide this PDF form too, and then I will interpret the meaning of story according to the paragraph wise. So in this way, I stop here. This one is my first lecture after the summer vacation. I hope you all completed your homework what I have given you all. I hope you are working hard. This was I as far as this one is the my understanding. This area, you can say, in this session, especially 2020 and 21, it's a great difficult time for education. For education, it means it includes teacher and students both. So it doesn't matter you are staying at home, you have no matter, you have now you have to make yourself to study as you were studying in the classroom. So I request to start studying. This one is a great difficult time, and it will not go away very soon, because until any vaccine has come with a great authenticity in the society, originality, you can say. There is a fake news many present time in the society. So I stop here. I hope you are well and you are doing well. Okay, thanks.